Praise the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Leisha, the preacher. Okay. Well, this will be short and sweet. Um, I just wanted to talk about Most High. Most High creating male and female, them at the same time. He created them at the same time with instructions at the point of creation without them being made yet or sent anywhere per se. He said, be fruitful and multiply at the point of creation, both the male and the female together. And to me, this may not be a single creation. I think it's all men, all women. I think this was a collective creation of man or male and female. You know what I'm saying? Male, female. But once the making process kicked in, the male was sent first. He had a head start in the physical realm. In the spiritual realm and whatever the other realms, you know, the creative realm, I'll just say in the creative realm, um, they were already there. But in the physical realm, if you will, the making, where the dust and mist and Most High's breath all came together, that's a real trinity there. The breath of life, the dirt, and the water, the mist. That's a type of trinity. But anyway, so, Adam the man was sent first. He was made first. He had a head start to get things going. Men require development, you know. Okay, so there came a point when Most High sent in the female, the helper. Okay, somehow, some way, in Adam's mind, a switch flipped, and he converted this help into a wife. Based on what I read in the Bible, Most High sent help, and Adam decided to convert his help into a wife, something that he did. So, with that being said, to me, that's where the first act of disobedience occurred. That leap from helpmeet or helpmate being sent to this wife system. Where did where did that come from? How did Adam come up with that? Was this woman the helper in agreement? You know, did this transition invite a third party called the serpent? You know, or a fourth party? Because we already had Most High, the Creator. Then we have male, we have female. That's three characters in this already. And then, based on what happened among those three, a fourth person came in to the picture called the serpent. So I want to spend more time looking at that, you know, before the woman and the serpent had their conversation, way before their conversation, something happened. Something happened. This transition from having your helper, the female helper, to having a wife. And I believe it created some type of deficit. That initial obedience, that initial change, it invited that fourth energy to come in. And we all have been playing it out ever since, And yes, the story of, Jesus and Yeshua, you know, the Messiah, that comes into play. I understand all that too, you know. And I look at this act of salvation, you know, um, it's a part of our history, our ancestry history, you know. And so it's our turn. Jesus did his thing, and now it's our turn. And he's here to help us. We're not doing it alone. We have his help, we have his guidance. He's the lead, you know. So that's something to think about. It's a piece to the puzzle of uh, the eternal deficit of mankind. We have to go back to the original change in Most High's plan for the male and the female. Um, I think because Adam was made first and he had that head start, he may have misinterpreted his position. I believe he was offended that Most High even felt he needed help. And to this day, I don't think man want the help of a woman. He want her help to be very specific. He want her help to be limited to a wife. He don't want that true helpmeet, that person that Most High sent to help him do the job, to be fruitful and multiply. Straight from him. Straight from him. And I believe that the man Adam was even pissed off that Most High used any part of him to make that woman. Now let's keep in mind, Most High used one rib, just one rib, and then all the rest of the woman was made by Most High. And the scriptures don't even really talk about how he did it. The scriptures describe at one point, I think in Psalm somewhere, that we were what? Fearfully and wonderfully made. I know that. But one rib is a small contribution compared to the entire making of the woman, which is mysterious. But I believe that Adam the man was highly offended and perhaps pissed off that Most High put him in that position to have to share and be so close knit to this woman. And I think he's been trying to get his rib back ever since, you know? Um, and that too creates a deficit, not utilizing your help for what it's meant to be, but minimizing your help. And then not only just minimizing the help by title, position, and things like that on this earth, not only minimizing your help, but then basically at the end of the day, trying to get that rib back, stealing, stealing a type of deficit, an eternal deficit. It becomes like a bottomless pit of labor that doesn't yield anything good, you know, very difficult to salvage that type of energy, which I believed anything in creation, even evil, even evil will look at the mess that people make, that we make and respond. Evil responds, responds. We'll come up with something, you know. Evil wants to win, evil wants a chance, you know. But we need to reevaluate just where the first act of obedience occurred. Where did the first act of disobedience, where did it actually happen in the Bible? Pray about it, ask God about it, reveal it to you. I think I see it. I think it happened even before the serpent came on the scene. I think that act of disobedience, of converting the helpmeet, the female, converting her from the helpmeet to the wife, opened the door for the serpent to come up with some type of a plan of his own. I mean, Most High made it clear what to do. Be fruitful, multiply. Here's your help. Here's your help. Be fruitful and multiply in this garden. And here's your help to get this job done. But something went wrong. Something went wrong. And then the serpent came. We need to look at that. That's a challenge for us. Before we blame the serpent, before I blame the home wreckers in my life, before I blame, Kamala Harris, before I blame anybody in the position who has, you know, interfered with, let's say, a divine union. Anyone that's interfered with a divine union, before we blame them, we have to look at the union. We have to look at Most High's Trinity, his DNA, his breath of life, his that dirt and that mist. We also have to take a look at the tree of life that was in Eden. And then remember, we have that tree of knowledge of good and evil. It's all there, and it's all playing out. And Moses described it as best as he could. He was inspired by the Lord, just like on this channel, I'm inspired by the Lord. And there are many people that are inspired by the Lord, a lot of people. But even in the midst of all this inspiration, we are still describing what we think we see, believe, hear, whatever, to the best of our abilities. And it's still our individual responsibilities to discern for ourselves what is meant for us at any moment in time. So, as I continue to move forward, developing this theory in front of you, with you, including you, we're all a part of this creation performance, if you will, performance of being fruitful and multiplying, you know. Um, so that's really about it, short, sweet, just to keep us thinking on our toes. And again, just a reminder on this channel that myself, my exes, and all those connected to us, you know, uh, as far as I know, we have all professed to be believers. And I'm sharing my experiences so that we all may grow and learn together. These people are, successful people, remarried, doing their thing, and they're not thinking about me at all. I'm just saying, this is just me obeying Most High in my own way after the fact, after the relationships with these people. And I'm sharing my stories so that we all may learn. It's not so much just to be airing out my dirty laundry or putting people on blast, exposing people and all that. I mean, it's just happening anyway. But at the end of the day, that's not the point. The point is, I went through a lot of stuff and I see how everything I went through, there's people in the Bible that went through some stuff too. And there are some uh, instructions on this information as well, on how to deal with it and all that. I'm like, what? I'm seeing how I may have been cheated in life, going from childhood with molestation. I was cheated. When I read in the Bible, even the rapist is supposed to provide for the victims, the women, children involved for the rest of their lives. Does this mean that they supposed to live with these men? Or no, not necessarily. But if you violated someone, then you are responsible. Period. So I see where, I've been cheated in my childhood. I see where I was cheated in marriage, whether I cheated myself or a spouse cheated me. I see the cheating in there. And not just cheating because somebody slept with somebody, not limited to just that, including that, but not limited to that. Again, analyzing the eternal deficit of mankind. We owe Most High. We owe Him. And yes, Jesus paid the price. Even though He did what He did, we're not off the hook. Jesus' work, His obedience did not leave us, let us off the hook. We're not let off the hook. We still have to work out and live out obedience as well and yield some fruit. Yes, yes, we do. And when people say, well, God forgive me, this is between me and God and all that, true, but not limited to you and God. That's why God have people in your life to hold you accountable to Him. The people in your life are witnesses to whether or not you obey God. And people will report out. People will report if you did a good job, and people report out when you do a bad job. Those are the testimonies. We overcome by the testimonies of the saints. We report out the good and bad that we experience in life as a testament to others so that they can use discernment. You all be blessed. Thanks for listening to me and being supportive. Please click like. Thanks for the likes that I've already gotten. And then click subscribe. Stick with me. Hear more. Contribute to my theory. One way or the other. Let's do it. And also, don't hesitate to donate to my channel. I am not monetized on YouTube at all. I'm not monetized. I have 4,600 videos. So I am working my butt off. I have 2,000 subscribers. Not a lot, but I'm thankful for what I have. My Cash App is $ Dr. Leisha, the THE Preacha. Thank you. Be blessed. Bye bye.